Hello, everyone. Today we will talk about a big news story from Da Nang City.
I saw the news on television, but I want to understand more details about it.
The police in Da Nang are taking 5 people to court for financial fraud today.
What is the name of the company that these 5 people worked for?
The company is named GFDI and it was started by a man named Wang Quang Huang.
How old is the leader of this company, and when did he start it?
He is 38 years old and he created the company in the year 2018.
Did the company have many office branches in different cities across Vietnam?
Yes, they opened 12 branches in total to attract customers from many places.
How many people gave their money to this company during these years?
More than 7,000 victims lost their personal savings to this company.
That is a very large number of victims for just one court case.
Because there are so many people, the court will use a big sports complex.
Why do they need a sports complex instead of a regular courtroom building?
They summoned over 9,000 people, so a normal room is too small.
I see, that explains why this court trial is breaking big local records.
Now let us learn how the company persuaded so many people to invest.
Did the company tell people that they had many successful business projects?
Yes, they showed projects in restaurants, consumer goods, films, and sports teams.
Can you give me an example of a business that they advertised to public?
They promoted a restaurant chain called Lang Hae and a futsal football team.
Did those restaurants and sports projects make a real profit every month?
No, the police found out that many of those businesses lost money instead.
If the businesses lost money, how did the company pay high interest rates?
They used money from new customers to pay interest to older customers.
That sounds like a very dangerous pattern that cannot last for long.
You are right. This business method always collapses when new money stops coming.
What monthly interest rate did the company promise to give to investors?
They promised to pay between 1.5 and 3.5% monthly.
That interest rate is much higher than what normal banks offer today.
Yes, high interest promises can trick people who want to earn fast money.
How much total money did the company illegally take from all victims?
The total amount of stolen money was over 2,400 billion dong.
That is an enormous sum of money for ordinary workers to lose.
Many families lost their life savings because they trusted the company promises.
It is very sad to hear how much hardship this situation caused.
Who were the other main people arrested along with the director Hoang?
Were the financial manager and chief accountant also arrested by the police?
Yes, the financial director, treasurer, and branch managers were all charged together.
What specific crime are all 5 defendants accused of in this trial?
They are accused of property fraud for taking money under false promises.
When did the company first start running into serious financial trouble?
The trouble started when they could no longer pay the monthly interest back.
Did the company try to hide their financial problems from their customers?
Yes, they continued making fake advertisements to keep getting more contract loans.
Why did people sign contracts without checking the company financial reports?
Because the company built a strong image with nice offices and events.
It shows that nice offices do not mean a company is safe.
Exactly, we should always look for clear financial proof before we invest.
What should people do if a company promises very high interest rates?
They should be very careful and ask advice from official government banks.
Is it safer to keep savings money in registered national bank accounts?
Yes, official national banks are regulated by state financial protection laws.
What general English words can we learn from this news story today?
We can learn words like investment, interest rate, victim, and court trial.
Can you explain the simple word investment for beginner language learners?
Investment means using your money today to try to make more money.
And what does the English word interest rate mean in banking situations?
Interest rate is the extra percentage of money a bank pays you.
How do we pronounce the word court trial correctly in clear English?
You say court trial, which means a meeting where judges make decisions.
What is a simple English phrase for warning a friend about risks?
You can say, please be careful before you spend your hard money.
That is a very useful phrase for everyday conversations with our friends.
Another good phrase is, if it sounds too good, it is fake.
That phrase is easy to remember when someone offers high quick returns.
Let us review what happened to the 5 defendants in Da Nang.
They will stand before the judge to answer for their illegal actions.
The public expects a fair verdict to protect future financial investors.
Will the court trial take several days to complete all questioning steps?
Yes, with thousands of people, the trial will take a long time.
I hope all the victims will receive some of their money back.
Authorities will try to recover assets to return to the affected victims.
This news story gives everyone a valuable lesson about personal money safety.
Always remember to check business licenses before giving money to anyone.
Thank you for explaining this complex news story in simple English words.
You are very welcome. Practicing with real news helps improve your vocabulary.
I will share these safe money tips with my family and friends.
That is a great idea to help keep your loved ones safe.
Thank you, and I look forward to our next news lesson tomorrow.